Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and I'm just going to get that other mouse off the screen. What you can see in the background is a game that I just recorded. I was playing a game called Town of Salem, and I've recorded that, and it's going to be playing in the background while I talk a little bit about A, what's going on in the game, and B, lucid dreaming. The subject of today's video is going to be LucidEsc, because I recently was taking LucidEsc again and had a really cool experience, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm also going to be talking about the game because the actual subject of today's video is pretty short and the game is longer, so I have some time to talk about what's going on. This is a social deduction game. If you've played games like Mafia or Werewolf, it's sort of like that. You get given a role, you're either a good guy or a bad guy. Most of the people, the town members, the good guys, don't know who anyone else is. The bad guys, like myself in this particular game, know who some of the other bad guys are sometimes. I'm a Mafia member, I am Giles, the consort. I can block people from doing their roles, and I have 3 other Mafia members to help me, a Duda, Dat Boy, and Sheriff or Exy that I'm pointing to here on screen. I'm writing up a fake will right now saying I'm Giles the Escort, because Escort is similar to Consort but a good guy version of it. So if they try to hang me, I can claim that I'm Escort and try to defend myself a little bit. I'm just looking to see that no one has, tried to attract too much attention, because there are certain roles that want you to come and do things to them because they can attack you and kill you when you try to. So I was trying to make sure that I was not interacting with any of those. And yeah, one of our people actually dies. They get killed by a serial killer, which is another bad role, but not on our side, basically. And he's a disguiser, so when he actually goes to someone's house, he takes on their role, like he pretends to be them and it looks like he's them. He actually went to the Jester's house. So when he died, it looks like the Jester has died, but it's not. It's actually one of our Mafia members. And yeah, you can see me pointing to this on screen in the recording, as I was expecting to have to talk about that. And what happens next is kind of funny. Basically, because the Jester is dead, one of the Mafia members has this kind of funny idea. It does, play out a little badly for him, which you'll see in a minute. But yeah, my other Mafia member, Sheriff X, is saying, "Guys, will you believe me if I tell you I found a member of the Mafia night 1? Because there is this role called the Executioner who can falsely blame people and say that they're Mafia or whatever. But there can only be one role of either Executioner or Jester in the game. So the fact that people think there's a Jester dead means there can't be an Executioner. So basically, it looks like Sheriff is actually a Sheriff, which he's not. He's a member of the Mafia. He's now accusing the Jester because we now know who the real Jester is. And because of that, we're going to actually lynch the Jester. And when the Jester dies, he can pick someone, one of the people that voted him up, and he can kill them. Now, being the Mafia, we don't want to die for this, but we're just not going to vote. If you actually watch who votes on this in a minute, not the people that voted him up, but the people who actually vote him guilty in a minute, you'll see that none of our Mafia members actually vote him guilty, which means none of us get killed, and we get to kill a town member for free, basically, because the Jester will kill them when they die. So that was pretty cool. And if you're wondering when the lucid dreaming talk will start, it will start in a second, probably at night time. I'll probably do some more talking because I'm not really doing much at night, just clicking who I'm going to block. And then in the day, I'll talk a bit more about what's going on in the game. So yes, this is the Jester here. Unfortunately, the problem with this is that Sheriff Exy then says Jester boys, revealing that he knew this guy was Jester all along, which an actual genuine town member wouldn't do. This basically confirms that this guy is Mafia. So now one of my Mafia is already dead, the disguiser who's pretending to be a Jester up here, and the other one is going to be dead. Pretty definitely going to be dead, tonight or the night after. So yeah, on to lucid dreaming, on to LucidEsc. Huperzine-A, the thing in LucidEsc and the thing in Dreamleaf, is not just a lucid dreaming supplement. It's also good for improving your memory, clearer thinking and so on, and I decided to try it for that purpose. I have all of this LucidEsc left, and I figured I wanted to try some in the day while I had it as well, not just in the night. I wanted to try some in the day. So I recently took LucidEsc in the day, and it did improve my cognition, it did improve my memory, and I was getting some positive effects from it. And what I noticed as well though, what was really cool, was that night when I went to bed, I actually had 7 lucid dreams. 7 lucid dreams in one night, and that was with taking LucidEsc in the middle of the day before. And I didn't realise this, but Huperzine-A actually has a really long effect. So you don't actually have to worry all that much about timing it. A lot of people are concerned that, they need to wake up in the middle of the night, take Huperzine-A then and go back to sleep. You can do that, but you actually don't have to. You can take it the night before you go to bed, or you can even take it in the middle of the day if Huperzine-A makes it difficult for you to fall asleep. So yeah, that's something I wanted to reveal to you guys. That's mainly the most important thing that I wanted to talk about. Is just the fact that you can take Huperzine-A anytime and it is quite effective. Okay, now it's the day in the game, so I'm going to talk about the game again. Hopefully this doesn't get too confusing for you guys. If it does and it bothers you, just say. I'm not going to be doing this all the time. Like normally if I have a game in the background, I'm probably not going to be talking about it. But because there's a lot going on in this game, I just wanted to explain it to some of you guys who don't know. So yes, as I predicted, my Mafia member is dead, the guy from my Mafia, and it's not looking so good. 2 Mafia members down. There's actually only 2 of us left. This box is glitched out and it's saying that Aduda, the disguiser, is still alive when he's not. It's just because the game is, mixed up because he disguised. It thinks he's still alive when he's not. The veteran is dead though. The veteran is that guy I told you about earlier when I said that one guy wants you to visit him because he can mess with you. Basically, if I visit the veteran when he's on alert, I die to him. The same for any other Mafia members or anyone who visits him when he's on alert. And so we want the veteran dead. That's good. Now, Bloom here says that he got role blocked, and I know I role blocked him, and he's saying there's either 2 escorts or a consort, and he's right, there is a consort, me. I decide to admit that I role blocked him so that he just believes I'm an escort, and say that I'm an escort, just so he's not going after me, especially because I've been quiet all game, I haven't really said much. So now I'm claiming escort, which could be problematic. There is a problem here. Basically, if you look at this Floki guy who died, if you actually go back in the video and see the will that he left when he died, he said that he role blocked me last night. Consort is immune to being role blocked. They can't be blocked from carrying out their role. Escort, on the other hand, isn't, as far as I remember. So if I was a real escort, I wouldn't have been able to role block someone last night because I would have been role blocked. And at this point, we're really at a disadvantage. There's only 2 of us left. Again, ignore the third person here because he's actually dead. And there is a serial killer left who can just kill us off. He can't kill the Godfather, but he can kill me. There are some other town killing roles left who could just shoot us, which you'll find out about soon. But this next day goes pretty well for us, as you're about to see. So here I just decide to say something, just for the purpose of acting like I'm a town member. I say, was anyone role blocked? I didn't role block last night. So if there was any role block, we must have a consort. That's what I'm saying. Even though I'm actually the consort and there isn't a second escort, I'm just a consort in the first place. So Doctor down is good. Doctor can heal people and prevent them from dying. This next bit is funny. The Vigilante is a killing role. He can shoot someone, one of the Mafia members. So he's someone we want to get rid of. He accuses Noodlehead of being Godfather or serial killer, which this investigator's will says is impossible. Noodlehead reveals as a mayor. A mayor is another role that we hate because he is really good at voting people up and getting them killed. I'm not going to go into too much detail there, but that's what he does. So he's not going to get voted up. And what happens now is that boy, the Godfather, my only other Mafia comrade, is about to get suspicion. He hasn't claimed the role and they start voting him up. And it should be obvious to town now that I'm Mafia because I'm not voting up that boy. So I decide to throw off suspicion. I go, what's 14? Because John Hathorne hasn't claimed the role either. I don't have him in my list. What's 14? And he claims Vigilante as well, which is unlikely because we already had a veteran. Veteran is a town killing role. You can see the role list here. So there's 1 town killing and there's 3 random towns. So if there's a veteran and 2 vigilantes, that's already 2 random town roles. So James Russell, the other vigilante, says that he's going to shoot John tonight because he doesn't believe that he's a Vig. So by what I said there about him, you know, about 14 being suspicious, is getting the vigilante to kill the other vigilante. Sorry, I can't speak right now. And then I just tell my Mafia member, that boy, to go after James, the one who's killing the other one. So we'll have both the vigilantes dead. And then we just have a mayor and a serial killer left. Noodlehead is the mayor, Butter Toast is a serial killer. I decide to roll block the other vigilante in case he shoots, and so he's gonna be dead. Yeah, and it turns out that James did in fact shoot the other vigilante, but the serial killer also got the mayor for us. So it is literally just us and the serial killer, which means that we can in fact just vote the serial killer up and win the game. So the game is already won at this point, unless the other Mafia member is, you know, brain dead and doesn't vote him up or something, which could happen. It does happen in Town of Salem. There are some really, really, really dumb players. So you'll see that once all of these deaths are read out and it goes to talking phase where we can talk with each other, I immediately message that boy and remind him that we're voting up the serial killer now. And I do that because I've had so many games with, you know, bad Mafia members who just don't vote up the person they need to vote, that I feel like I just have to pretend that my teammates are 5-year-olds and remind them what they have to do all the time. Anyway, that's all I need to talk about for the game, because the game is basically won at this point. So back to the lucid dreaming thing. I think this actually is something that I want to talk about, not just because it's useful to know, but also because it means that Huperzine-A and LucidEsc and Dreamleaf and so on can be used by people who have insomnia and who struggle to fall asleep. The problem with these lucid dreaming supplements is that typically the idea is that you wake up in REM and then you take Huperzine-A, or you take it right before bed. The problem is that Huperzine-A for some people can make it difficult to fall back asleep. If you have insomnia, that's made even worse and you might not fall back asleep at all. So I bring up this subject, I make this video because if you have insomnia, don't worry, don't bother taking it before bed or getting up in the middle of the night. Take it in the middle of the day before. It will work just the same. 7 lucid dreams is what I got with that, and I've done it a couple of times since and also got lucid on those nights. And in fact, in a way, I prefer taking it in the day. I think it's actually better to take it in the day than at night, you know, now based on my experiments, because you also get the, you know, day-to-day benefits, the improved memory and so on. So that's what I'm going to be doing in future. I'm just going to take Huperzine-A in the middle of the day. So yeah, hope that helps you guys out. And now we're just going to lynch this serial killer and win this game. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, yeah, in the chat I say James Russell MVP, because James Russell shooting the other vigilante basically saved us completely. Like without that, we had 2 guys who could kill us. We had a mayor who could easily vote us up. We had a serial killer who could kill us. We didn't have much chance of winning, but because the Vig shot the other Vig and we killed the other Vig and roll-blocked the other Vig and the serial killer killed the mayor, that went just really well at the end there and we had a really nice comeback. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page. And if you want to keep watching, pick one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you soon. Take care.